Vegas Golden Knight first-round pick, Brendan Brisson, who joins us now on the VGK Insider Show. What did your phone do this afternoon?
Well, yeah, obviously, it's such a great honor to play for Team USA whenever you get to represent the country. But, growing up, you always watch the Olympics, and, whether it's, Miracle Team on ice that won back then, Michael Phelps, all those U.S. memories that you make as a kid, just, finding out that you can go to the Olympics anytime is such a surreal feeling. And, for me to be able to do that at 20 years old, I know is pretty, heartwarming. And just looking back, it's such a grateful experience. And, I just can't wait. And, getting support from all my friends and families through text and calls today was, something super special.
Anybody that we recognize give you a text that might stand out to us?
Yeah, a bunch of the staff been texting me and been with me along this last couple of days here when the word started to get out, and I'm grateful for all of them keeping up with me, and yeah, so that's it so far. I mean, I know the roster came out a couple hours ago, so I'm sure, I'll be hearing a little bit more.
Brendan Brisson's with us, sophomore at the University of Michigan, just ripping it up in the NCAA this year. A first-round pick of the Vegas Golden Knights and has been named to Team USA for the Olympic Winter Games. So when did you get the inkling that this was a possibility of joining Team USA for 2022?
When I was back home in Los Angeles over break, when I saw the news about how the NHL is not sending those guys to Beijing, obviously it's a little heartbreaking for those guys, and but right away I thought of those it was an opportunity for me to go represent my country and play for the Olympic team. And when I really found out that they were looking at college guys, at the end, I knew I was going to be there. I knew I was going to do whatever it takes, to earn a spot on that team. And I found out Sunday after my game, and words couldn't describe how excited I was. And I got to go there with my teammate Matty Beniers and just a bunch of guys that I grew up playing with on teams. Some guys from my World Junior experience are going there as well, and it's such a great group of guys, and I can't wait to meet new people. And I'm just really excited.
How did you find out?
So actually, Vegas Will Nickel, he was at the game, and we were talking about it kind of throughout the week, and we didn't really hear much about official word. I don't think anyone really did, and he actually knew about it, but he didn't tell me. And right after that, I was putting my suit on. It was just me and Owen Power in the dry stall changing room, and I looked at my phone. I got a text from John Van Beesbroek, the GM of the team, that I got selected for the team, and I've already known Owen was going to go, so we just kind of gave each other a hug. And then I called Will back. I was like, he knew, so it was kind of funny. It's a little funny moment.
That's awesome. Brendan Brisson's with us, Vegas Golden Knights first rounder, and now tapped to represent USA Hockey at the Olympic Winter Games in Beijing. It's the VGK Insider Show with Darren Millard and Ryan Wallace.
Brendan, when you got the news, can you compare that moment to, say, being drafted by the Vegas Golden Knights? How does that compare, or does it compare at all?
There's three moments just throughout my hockey career that I've been, just so ecstatic, and so, actually four, I would say. When I got the opportunity to come to Michigan, that was just kind of the first beginning of just, wow, I'm going to be playing for Michigan. And then getting drafted by the Knights was, looking back, that was definitely just, I was at a loss of words. All of these, I'm at a loss of words. You just work so hard throughout your career, your youth days, skipping field trips, skipping days at school for hockey. And, you just look back at those moments when these moments pop up in your life. And then after that, definitely, winning gold with Team USA at the World Juniors. And then, finding out I got a chance to go play for Olympic medal. And, so those four definitely are, my four pillars so far. And, hopefully when I get into Vegas, there's a lot more pillars that come along the way.
He is at the University of Michigan, a sophomore season, and he's piling up the goals there. And the next step will be heading over to the Olympic Winter Games in Beijing. Brendan Brisson is with us on the VGK Insider Show. It's where the players hang out, right here in Las Vegas and the Las Vegas Valley. What's your schedule now, and what happens leading up to and then heading overseas?
Yeah, so we play tomorrow against Penn State, and on Saturday at home, and then next weekend we got Minnesota, and then after that we got Wisconsin for 2 games in Wisconsin, and then we'll be heading to, me and Maddie will be heading to Beijing for I think it's to the 22nd, and then after that we got a quick turnaround, hopefully not too jet lagged. We got Notre Dame, I think 2 days after the Olympics is over. And then, we get a week break, and we go right into Big Ten playoffs. And then, hopefully, if our team does what we're supposed to do, win the Big Ten would be amazing. And then go play for a national title.
What, will you get to practice with your Olympic teammates before you get to Beijing?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure. I know, the North American guys, I think we're actually going to be meeting up in Los Angeles and hopefully practicing at the home rink that I grew up playing in, and staying in Manhattan Beach, El Segundo, where I grew up my whole life, and it's where I go back home in the summers, go back home for breaks, and which is it's actually kind of special for me. I get to see. I don't know if I'll be able to see them, but just being close to my family, my grandparents, is going to be pretty cool.
Brendan Brisson is with us on the VGK Insider Show on Fox Sports Las Vegas.
Brendan, the ultimate goal with the Olympics is to go over there, represent your country, and hopefully bring back a gold medal or a medal of any kind. Individually, though, do you have any goals that you're setting for yourself going over to Beijing?
It's I've been thinking about it, and it's really the first time that I got to play against men, like professional players. Like at the World Juniors, I was playing against the best talent around the world that's my age. And, in college, I'm playing guys that are, older than me, up to like 25, 26. But it's going to be the first time I get to play against, men and professional players. So I feel like it's going to be a really good test for me to see how I do, and how it's going to transition for, into the pro level. And it's going to be, I know it's probably going to be a lot different, and I'm going to adapt to it. I know I am, and I feel like just being in the locker room with guys that have played in the NHL and guys that are playing pro in Europe and Russia. For all the college guys, it's going to be a really great experience, and it's just going to make me better when I do make that jump to go play in Vegas.
A couple of questions here, just Olympic wise. Were you in Vancouver?
I was in Vancouver.
Young.
Yeah. I was there with my brother and my parents, and I just remember, Crosby's goal. Obviously, I'm going there to represent the U.S., but I think any young player remembers that moment. It was something special. And
sounds like you're an Olympic geek. I'm an Olympic geek. Give me one of your favorite memories or something. It doesn't have to be hockey, but that you think about. You mentioned Phelps. That when you sat around and watched Summer or Winter Olympics.
Yeah. So obviously the number one goal is to win a gold medal, and just watching the Miracle on Ice movie and seeing all those guys do what they had to do for their country is something special. But that was way before my time, and this athlete's not a American, but my favorite Olympic athlete probably of all time is Usain Bolt. I remember whenever he came on the screen, just not only like how many records he was breaking, just his energy and his empathy for how much he loved going out and representing his country, Jamaica. Just really fired me up, even though I have nothing to do with Jamaica, and I was rooting for them. And so, yeah, just, I love Shaun White as well. And actually, when I was driving here, the beginning of the year, my sophomore season, with my mom from the airport, we were watching Olympic highlights for 40 minutes. I literally just thought about that now, not even thinking. And, one of the things we were watching was Usain Bolt, Michael Phelps, and Shaun White. So those three are definitely, my big three, looking back when I was younger, on who I was most excited to watch in the Olympics.
And when you were watching that video, Brendan, this wasn't even on the radar because the NHL was going.
Yeah, it wasn't even on the radar. I mean, just such a quick turnaround, and I'm just, like I said earlier, I just can't wait.
You've worn the Team USA sweater before. You've got the tracksuit, everything, the gold medal at the World Junior Championship, but now those rings are going to be attached, and I can't wait to hear your experience and what you go through. Congratulations on it. Continued success at U of M, but that Beijing trip that's coming up. Will you watch Miracle one more time before you go?
I think I will.
Yeah.
Most definitely I will. I mean, honestly, I don't think it would be a bad idea to watch it as a team.
That's a good idea.
Yeah.
It's only like a 13-hour, 14-hour flight, so I think you've got some time to get over there. Really appreciate it. I know you're jammed. You've taken some quality time out of your day and family and teammates to spend some time with the audience in Las Vegas. We really appreciate it, and best of luck. We'll be cheering you on.
No, yeah, thank you. I mean, anytime for the Vegas fans, and just can't wait to be there, and got to finish the job at Michigan.
Yeah.
And then, just can't wait to be there. So thank you for having me, and I'm just excited and can't wait to represent Vegas at the Olympics.
Send me a note. Let me know what the bet is between you and Owen.
Yeah. Owen.
Be good, Brendan. Thanks, pal.
All right, yeah. Have a good one.
There's good.
Right.
There's Brendan Brisson, a first-round pick of the Vegas Golden Knights.